Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise to get you the insights that matter. And today, well, we're diving into something quite old, actually, fisheries, seafood, but looking at how it's being completely reshaped by something very new, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's a fascinating collision. Fishing, hasn't changed that dramatically for centuries in some ways. But AI, it's really pushing things into a new era.
Right.
So our mission today really is to look at 5 key ways AI is making waves, from the deep sea right onto your plate. We want to unpack what's happening and what it means.
Exactly. And it's not just small tweaks, is it? We're talking about AI tackling these huge, thorny issues, sustainability, seafood fraud, making things more efficient. Think of this as your quick guide to what the future holds for this industry, and importantly, how that connects back to you and the choices you make. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so first stop, the open ocean. This is where we see AI driving autonomous fishing fleets.
Autonomous fleets, so robot boats, basically.
Sort of, yeah. But the really revolutionary part isn't just that they're autonomous, it's the intelligence on them. They're using advanced sonar, sophisticated image recognition, and they can identify the target species with, get this, over 95% accuracy.
95%, wow. It sounds incredibly high compared to, well, traditional methods. That must make a huge difference with bycatch, right? Catching fish you didn't intend to.
A massive difference. That's historically been one of the biggest sustainability headaches. These AI systems aren't just spotting the fish they want, they're actively identifying and avoiding protected species or fish that are too young before they even deploy the nets.
Proactive avoidance.
Exactly. Plus, they optimize their routes using real-time ocean data currents, temperature, you name it. That alone can cut fuel use by up to 30%.
30%, okay, so it's greener, smarter fishing, less accidental catch, less fuel burned. That's pretty compelling.
Definitely. Big environmental plus, and it helps ensure the catch is legal and sustainable. Takes a lot of human error out of the equation.
Okay, so that's catching the fish. But what happens next? This brings us, I think, to your second point. Digital fish tags and blockchain. I get the tag part, tracking a fish maybe. But blockchain, how does that make things, more trustworthy? Seafood fraud is a big problem.
It really is. It costs billions, erodes trust. Look, no system is totally foolproof, right?
Sure.
But what AI and blockchain do together is create this unique digital record for each fish, one that's incredibly hard to tamper with. That's the blockchain part, the immutable ledger. Where the AI really shines, though, is in monitoring that data constantly, in real time. It's not just storing info, it's analyzing it.
How so? What they're looking for?
Well, say a fish's record claims it zipped from Norway to Japan in 2 hours. The AI flags that instantly impossible travel time. Or if the origin point suddenly jumps geographically in a way that makes no sense, it spots anomalies that suggest tampering or fraud.
Ah, I see. So it's actively policing the data trail, making it much harder to fake the fish's origin or journey.
Precisely. It adds a layer of verifiable scrutiny that just wasn't possible before.
That's genuinely interesting. Okay, so from the wild ocean and tracking, let's shift focus. What about fish farming, aquaculture? Your third point is precision aquaculture. Sounds very high-tech, like personalized medicine, but for fish.
That's actually a pretty good analogy. Traditionally, fish farms have struggled with things like managing waste, preventing disease outbreaks, general environmental impact. AI changes the game. Think underwater drones, networks of sensors constantly checking water quality, but also watching individual fish, their behavior, estimating their size, their biomass.
Right.
And the AI uses all that data to tweak things constantly, adjusting feeding automatically, giving just the right amount, which can cut feed costs by, say, 15–20%. Huge savings, less waste.
Less waste is key.
And disease.
Right. The AI can pick up on super subtle early signs of trouble. Slight changes in how fish are swimming, tiny shifts in water chemistry long before humans would notice. That means you can isolate problems immediately, prevent massive die-offs. It leads to healthier fish, better yields, and a much lighter environmental footprint. Smarter farming. Smarter, more efficient, maybe more ethical farming too.
Okay, now, stepping back a bit, our fourth area, predictive ecosystem management. This sounds broader, like managing the whole environment. Oceans are so complex, so many variables. How can AI possibly get a handle on all that to make useful predictions?
That complexity is the challenge, and that's where AI, especially deep learning, comes in. It can chew through absolutely colossal data sets, satellite imagery showing currents and temperature patterns over years, acoustic data tracking fish movements, climate models. stuff humans just can't process effectively. And it's not just finding obvious correlations, it's uncovering these subtle, hidden long-term patterns and relationships within that data.
Okay, like finding signals in the noise.
Exactly, which allows us to forecast things like fish migrations or where spawning is likely to happen with an accuracy we couldn't have dreamed of just 10 years ago.
So instead of just reacting after populations crash, we can be proactive. We can set fishing quotas that are dynamic based on real-time science-backed predictions. It allows for management that actually adapts to keep populations healthy rather than just guessing based on last year's numbers.
That's a fundamental shift. Using data to truly manage resources proactively. Okay, finally, bringing it all home to us. Point 5, AI-powered marketplaces and consumer apps. This sounds like where all the previous steps connect for the average person buying seafood.
Precisely. This is where you, the consumer, really see the benefit.
So you're saying I could, like, scan a QR code on some salmon in the supermarket?
Yeah, potentially. And the AI-driven app wouldn't just show you static info from a label. It could pull real-time data from that blockchain we talked about. So yes, you could see its actual journey, verify its sustainability certification, maybe even get freshness indicators based on how long it took to get there.
Wow. That's a level of transparency we just don't have now.
It really is. It shifts the power. It turns buying seafood from, often a guess or just trusting the label into a genuinely informed choice.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've covered a lot of ground. From those autonomous fleets fishing selectively to digital tags and blockchain ensuring traceability, precision fish farming, boosting yield sustainably, predicting ecosystem changes, and finally apps giving us consumers real insight.
That's a good summary. Across the board, AI is emerging as this incredibly powerful tool. It's helping ensure sustainability, fighting fraud, making yields more efficient, and crucially, offering transparency all the way down the line. It really empowers you, the person buying the fish, with much better information to make responsible choices.
Absolutely. It makes you think, though, as AI gets woven even deeper into this massive global industry. What comes next? What new ethical questions pop up, or what new chances arise to better balance our needs with the health of the oceans? Definitely something to keep pondering. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.